You're listening to Ka-Pow, the pop culture podcast. Comics, television, movies, and more. If it impacts fan culture, we have something to say about it. And now, your hosts, Jordan, Cliff, and Seth.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Your friends at Ka-Pow, the pop culture podcast, have a fun episode tonight. We hope you'll enjoy. My name is Jordan Lowe.
Cliff Barnes.
Predicting fun is always risky. It's your wild man.
It's your idea though, so.
so I didn't say it was gonna be fun. This is I want amnesty. I want to get it off my chest. Get this out there. Everybody, no guilt. If you didn't see something, we don't want to hear anything about it.
So we talk movies quite a lot. That's one of our top things that we enjoy here in pop culture world. But even us three we can't see everything, even movie lovers of our caliber. So we thought we would compile a list. I think somebody dubbed it the Annals of Shame. So we're gonna go with that.
I like that. Annals of Shame.
So we put things in the annals here at KPP. So what is missing from the annals? What are we lacking in our movie education? What might surprise you out there, our listeners, that we personally have not seen? Be it a classic, a cult classic, something we've even talked about on the show before that somebody just kind of kept quiet and didn't mention.
That's the beauty of it. This is what you'll notice. Okay, when we talked about this, you'll notice I didn't say anything or said very little. This is why. Or may have. I may have lied. Mm-hmm. The truth comes out tonight.
It all hits the floor tonight. So is this a safe place tonight? Are we shaming each other, or is it like, are we patting each other on the back and saying it's okay?
It's okay. That's what this is. This is like, wow, I can't believe it, but this is like going to confession. They can't you get it out. No, they can't shame you, but there might be penance.
Sure. Yeah.
But you don't have to do it. They'll never know.
Going around the horn, how are we doing this?
I don't know. Yeah, we
10-1.
Yeah. Well, I've got more than 10. Jeez.
Oh,
a whole load of them.
Uh-oh.
But so I'm not 100%. I'm still trying to figure out what I consider the 10 that would, because I want the 10 that would surprise you guys the most that I haven't seen. That's really what it's all about. There might be some big movie that I've never seen, but it's not really that crazy, But what would you be surprised I hadn't seen? I don't know.
Yeah, I have a bunch, but I kind of narrowed it down. We're like, there's a ton of 80s comedies I haven't seen. Well, I just picked one main one to stand in for all the other ones I haven't seen. Like, I've got a couple different genres that I'm lacking in, so
okay.
Cover several with one.
Sure.
Yeah. Gosh. I have way more than 10. Maybe I'll say 2 at a time. But I'll go.
Okay.
Let's see.
Start it off, huh?
So we may not be listening. We may not be able to gauge what will be the most surprising. But I'll admit right now that I have never seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
Shame.
Holiday movie. People mention it all the time. It happened the other day at work. It's actually what made me think of it to add it to the list. They were talking about, somebody put a big Clark Griswold on the wall. Mm-hmm. I was kind of complaining about their holiday decorations. And I said, finally, someone finally got it right. Movies. We mean movie decorations. And somebody said, "Oh, we should have had the Nightmare Before Christmas." I was like, "It's like, eh." They're like, "You don't like that?" And I was like, "This is my week to admit I've never seen it."
Yeah, that's a that's a really popular movie, especially with Disney adults. And I've never been a big fan of it at all. I think like my wife and kids, like they'll watch it, and I swear it just does not hold my interest. And I usually end up like typically leaving the room or going to do something else, and like I, I'm with you in the way that I've never had any big desire for it, or I guess, but like yeah, people love it, and I'm always just like, okay. Like,
I
right.
saw it when it came out, and I don't know that I've ever seen it a second time. Yeah, it's not one of my holiday rotation. Although I had the radio on the streaming Halloween channel the whole week of Halloween, and I heard this is Halloween 9,000
I don't
times.
know that song.
Second
Yeah.
only to Thriller.
Never heard that song in my life.
Right.
Oh, it means nothing.
Well, I've got a pretty easy one I can throw out there. This is no surprise to anybody, but just going off, the history of the podcast, very easy for me to add to the list. Unbreakable.
Shame.
Yeah. Wow. That blows my mind because I some of these it's like I'm curious to hear what we've said on those episodes when we talk about these movies because I just thought for sure you'd seen it.
Yeah.
And so to hear that, I'm like, man, what happened when we were because we have talked about that movie before.
Yeah.
And it's like I guess Cliff just sat there.
I did.
It's like because I don't remember him saying I would have been I felt like I would have been surprised you hadn't seen it.
No,
So, yeah,
I feel like at some point, I mean, gosh, we've been doing this for so long. Some point in the last decade, I had said something about, I hadn't seen it or whatever. And it was just, I don't know, that time period, whenever it came out, I completely missed it. And
Yeah. I
Like-
thought
I never, because I hadn't seen it, never thought it was a thing. Never thought it was a popular movie, so I just never watched it.
it was
like,
it was pretty big. And I don't have perspective on it either because I love it and that was huge to me. So I don't know but I feel like it was pretty big. M. Night was big, but I feel like I don't know that you'd like it today. But I think at the time you would have because I felt when you talk about movies from that era, you were watching movies like that.
yeah,
Like
whatever
you
was popular.
you liked that kind of stuff in that time. I think it feel kind of slow now to you maybe, but I think you would have liked it then. It was big, right, Jordan?
Yeah, there was somewhat of a come down because
There was a little
the Sixth Sense
pushback.
the Sixth Sense was so big and so popular that
Yeah, it
people
was
were
the
like
follow-up.
let down by the follow up. But to me, it's better than the Sixth Sense to me.
The Jackie Brown
It's held up.
effect.
Yeah. All right, I'll go start off the list with probably the oldest movie on here. Just I tried to think of something that's like a cultural touchstone, and my list would have been a lot different if I hadn't have got that Essential Movies poster a couple years ago. Because I
Oh,
checked
yeah,
a few.
yeah.
I checked a few off there. Like It's a Wonderful Life. Like I had never seen that.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
there were a few that would have definitely made this list, but I did get around to those. But I never have seen the Ten Commandments, one of those ones that's on TV every year at Easter time. The Cecil B. DeMille classic that I feel like everyone in America sat around the TV at home and watched, and I've never done it.
Shame.
Jordan, you're not the only one.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I know I saw it when I was young. Yeah, that's probably big. Yeah, I thought of that poster the other day because I saw a GIF of. Was it when it happened one night? Is that the leg in the whole putting your leg out in the road?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and I thought, didn't you watch that as part of that? I remember you talking about it.
yeah, yeah. He didn't
And
wear
I've
an
never.
undershirt. That
Yeah.
was scandalous. He
Yeah.
just wore a shirt, not an undershirt.
I've never seen that movie. I'll say, let's see. I will have so many to choose from. Okay, here's one. Feel like I see this is movies quoted all the time, at least one really famous quote. Um, but I have never seen it. But I don't. I'm trying to think. I didn't really know what I know kind of what it's about. It involves sunglasses and bubble gum.
Oh no.
Oh,
I have never seen They Live. John Carpenter's They Live.
wow. Okay.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yeah, that was I mean, that was in my memory, that was on a lot. That movie was on TBS or one of those cable stations a lot when I was a kid, and I for a little bit of time watched that thing over and over again, just because. Yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. It's fun.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
anything
it's
about
like
it.
a lot of these things. It's like a very time and place thing. Like if oh, you have to watch it. Like if
Right.
you watch it right now, who knows what you'd get out of it? But like,
Right.
yeah,
Isn't it Rowdy Piper?
Yeah.
Roddy Piper, Keith
Yeah.
David, John Carpenter.
Yeah. One thing about this list is like I can't say anything about the movie. I don't know the movie. I never saw
Yeah.
it. So you guys would have to fill in if it's like whether it was big enough. I don't remember it. It was years and years before I started hearing the quote, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't have any interest in that or whatever. You know.
That movie.
I don't know that it's a quote unquote good movie, but it's a lot of fun.
It's one of the to me it's one of those cult classic movies that definitely has a following. That movie has one of the longest fight scenes of any movie I think I've ever watched between the two main characters.
Cool.
Yeah. So
this is your number 9.
yeah, it's my number 9. I feel like this is probably a movie you guys have both watched a lot, for whatever reason. I don't know, because I haven't seen it. But man, I sure have seen a lot of clips of and impressions of Billy Bob Thornton in Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
But
Billy Bob Thornton and Fargo.
That was the TV show.
oh, that was
a
the
TV
TV show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who?
He's not in the movie that I recall.
Oh, I've never seen it. Who's?
You just proved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I not
It's
clueless.
Francis McDormand.
William H. Macy, Steve Buscemi.
Yeah. Yeah. Good movie. Coen Brothers.
But the show is good too. So
Oh yeah,
the one with
Thornton's
Billy
good in
Bob
the
is a
show.
good show.
Yeah, yeah, that whole show's good. But yeah, that's a big movie. You should probably watch someday.
That was the movie that had the guy with the French fried potatoes and all that.
No, that's Sling Blade.
Oh, Sling. That's another one I haven't seen.
2 for 1. 2 for 1 today.
Yeah, you got a twofer.
Yeah.
Got a twofer. Yeah, that's not Fargo.
Oh, okay.
Those are two very different movies.
Both of those movies, though, feel like they should have been indie, small little cult classics, but then became
Huge.
big
yeah.
blockbusters, like that everyone, touchstones that everyone talked about. So the 90s were a weird time of like really quality movies that went mainstream that maybe, it's kind of weird that they did.
Just think all this time people have been saying, I like them French fried potatoes. And he's
No
like,
clue.
fucking Fargo.
Yeah. Not
Sick
a
of
clue.
hearing about Fargo.
Not a clue.
They put them potatoes in the wood chipper.
That's funny.
All right, my number 9. I'm using this to encompass a whole wave of things. Cliff, I'm sorry, but I am not up on Disney after about 1994 or whatever. So I'm gonna say Up for number 9. I've never seen the Pixar movie Up.
Wow.
And I made a list of Cars, Brave, Inside Out, Coco, Soul, Luca, Turning Red, Elemental, Ilio, Tangled, Frozen, Zootopia, Moana, and Encanto. I've never seen any of those.
I haven't seen
modern
most
Disney
of
movies.
those. Yeah.
You guys have missed out on a lot of tears.
I've seen the opening scene. I know that.
The
I
10
know
minutes.
that much.
And then you've seen it.
And then I'm like, haven't I seen it? Because I know I've seen that. And I'm like, surely I've seen this. I'm like, no, I don't think I ever did.
The rest of it's not that great. That's the best part.
Yeah, that
squirrel.
is that's the
Squirrel,
best part.
the squirrel quote, and then that's about it. Like, you're not missing much.
Yeah. Encanto is a very good movie. I really like that. Coco is great. Yeah. Out of those types of Disney movies, yeah, those really good.
And I'm not boycotting them or anything.
Right,
I know I'm missing out on good stuff. I just haven't got to it.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, "Fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again."
All right, my number 8. Let's see. I got a lot. Trying to think. Let's see. Well, I've never seen 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my!
What?
Although I would like to see them in concert. Now that you guys,
I just want to see the
talked about-
making of the concert.
Yeah, whatever that was, I want to see that. Got me excited, but
None
no,
of those things.
I never saw the movie.
Did you? So you've never seen what was The Secret of the Ooze or
No, I haven't watched any of that. No,
Okay.
I was not a Turtles guy.
Yeah. Well,
I was a senior in high school when this movie came out. Might have been graduated. I don't know what month it came out that year, but I was not interested in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay. All right.
I need to go back. I need to see it.
I mean,
It's
To me,
one of Jordan's
still
favorite movies. It's a
it's still-
5-star movie for him.
To me, it is still the best comic book adaptation ever made. Like it's so close to those original comics, plot wise, but also like attitude wise. It's got some humor, but it didn't go full like the cartoon.
yeah.
Where they made puns and were silly. Like I don't know, it was gritty. That like they had to tone down the sequels because it was a little too intense for the kiddies.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I mean, I loved the movie as a kid, but I had just coming off of like the year before Batman '89. It was dark and gritty, and so this was kind of the same thing. Like it was really dark compared to the cartoon I was watching on Saturday mornings or before school or whatever. But yeah, it's good. For sure. I think it holds up pretty well for the most part. I mean, it feels like a little bit of a moment in time, but I mean, as far as the story goes, yeah, it's good. Number 8. Not really my genre of movies, but I have never seen Friday the 13th.
Any of them?
Not a one. And I've seen
That's the one with Leatherface, right?
like I've seen horror movies, but this is Michael Myers, and I don't know much about it other than it's
That's Halloween.
Or
I was
no,
gonna
sorry,
say.
Jason Voorhees, not Michael.
I was like, you guys kidding, right?
I've seen Halloween.
No, who's in Friday the 13th?
Yeah, I've seen Halloween.
Okay.
But yeah, Jason Voorhees. Yeah, with the white mask and I don't know.
It's a hockey mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen them. 2 or 3 of them back in the day. Well, yeah, that's a big name. Something.
Super popular movie when I was a kid.
It made a dozen of.
Yeah, they made so many of, but yeah, never saw it.
Somewhat surprising. Not a shock, but
Yeah.
a little surprising.
I mean, I've seen a bunch of the. I used to really like the Freddy movies, but yeah, I've seen Halloween and a lot of old probably 80s horror, but even I've seen Hellraiser and all of those. Well, not all of those, but the first probably 2 or 3. But yeah, for whatever reason, I never saw this franchise.
Well, I'll switch my list around then. If we're talking horror movies, I'll jump to my horror movie. I know I've seen Friday the 13th, like the first 3 probably. There was some marathon on cable one night when I was a kid, and I remember just going through all of them and not really even liking them that much. But it's like, well, these are movies I should watch. And I've seen Halloween. I don't know that I've seen the sequels, but I know I've seen the original. But there's a whole bunch of other horror I haven't seen. So I had A Nightmare on Elm Street on my list. I've never seen a Freddy movie in my life.
Wow.
Wes Craven.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, again, that whole genre. I haven't seen the Hellraiser, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Pumpkinhead, the Trick or Treat, any of the more modern ones.
Yeah.
That's just not.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I probably definitely have not seen the more modern ones, for sure. What I did see was, like you as a kid watching them probably on USA late night one night. So.
Well, then in my 7, I'll glom together some horror. Never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff either. Never saw, it's kind of a big one. Never seen Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I've never seen Gremlins 2, the new batch. I don't know if you consider that horror, but I've never seen
That's a
Gremlins
Christmas
2.
movie. What are you talking
know.
about?
I've never seen it. And I have not seen any Evil Dead movies at all.
No Ash.
No Ash. Never seen any Ash.
I mean, there's some horror movies that I really love, but mostly I'm not super into the genre. I do love the Evil Dead movies. They take a turn more toward the comedy.
Yeah.
But they're also very, very gory and crazy effects and things. But
Okay. I think this was about my list where I started to think about some of these movies and I was like, I think I've seen that. And then coming to the conclusion that I haven't seen that, but I've seen clips or like a clip of, and just, I don't know. This next one I just always thought I saw, and I'm pretty sure I haven't. For sure seen this movie, sat down and watched this movie. So my number 7 is Blazing Saddles.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
That's shocking.
That's shocking. Don't you think Cliff would be a big Blazing Saddles guy?
Yeah, you've talked a lot of westerns before.
Yeah.
Like your dad loved westerns. That
And you
that
like
seems like
funny.
a cable. That seems like a cable staple.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
That's
what
surprising.
yeah. Have not.
Wow, that's a big one. That's a good one, Cliff. See, you had one in there. That's pretty shocking. It's been a long time since I saw it, but
I see it referenced a lot as
yeah.
like the
I'll
comedy
occasionally-
they wouldn't make
Yeah.
today, like that.
Yeah.
That it was controversial or whatever you want to call it.
A guy at work suggested that to one. I mean, we work with a bunch of young, early 20s girls, and there's one guy. He's like, "Well, I'll suggest a movie here or there," and he's like, "You know what you need to watch? Blazing Saddles." And I was like, "Don't listen to him." It's like, "What? That's a great movie. Don't you think that's good?" I was like, "Yeah, but you're suggesting it to this 23-year-old girl. It's like she's not going to enjoy it like you enjoy it." I was like, "And she'll never listen to you again. So don't suggest that." But I often say, "Where are all the white women?" Excuse me while I whip this out. It's good stuff. You're gonna need to go back and need a shitload of dimes.
So I said, I've seen clips. I think I've seen like the same, probably 2 or 3 clips,
right,
of over and over
throughout,
throughout my life. But I
need to watch it. Oh,
all right. So I'm an 80s kid, right? But like I feel like I missed a lot of the 80s. I don't know if I was a little too sheltered. We didn't have cable. I don't know. I didn't see a lot of the classic like R-rated comedy or action movies of the 80s. So I went with Beverly Hills Cop.
Wow.
Just never have seen that or any of the sequels or 48 Hours.
Oh my gosh. Roxanne?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's a pretty.
Those are both
80s staples.
Yeah, those are.
Actually, I had never seen Coming to America until the sequel came out.
Oh my gosh!
Like what, a year ago? So I went and like
that's a
one
superior movie.
Yeah, I know you guys have talked about that. That's one of those ones I just kind of sat there and. But I finally watched the original right before the sequel. Yeah, I had others. Splash.
Yeah.
Back to School, Bachelor Party, Risky Business, License to Drive, Stripes. I've never even seen Stripes.
Those are all the movies I watched as growing up over and over and over again.
Risky Business. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Classic 80s.
Yeah, I've only seen bits and pieces of Splash. I don't think I've ever really watched the whole thing.
I've seen it. But it was like, around when it came out. It's been a long time.
And I know Stripes is one of those that people have seen a lot, and I only saw it one time. But I have friends that say "Lighten Up, Francis" all the time. Just like they watched it so many times, and I'm just like,
yeah.
So there were so many times I had to look up "Lighten Up, Francis." What are they quoting? I can't remember. I was like, oh yeah, Stripes. I've only seen it once.
Yeah. Yeah. I love Stripes.
Yeah. Going 80s. This is what made me think of this list on a whim when we were recording the last podcast. We were talking about the John Candy documentary, and I was like, oh, it was like the guy standing at the party watching everybody, and I was like, they don't know I've never seen Uncle Buck. I was like, it's like just never happened. I know it's not like the hugest one, but it's like most people have seen it. I was like, never saw that one.
For sure. I mean, that was
that whole documentary for me was like Great Outdoors, all those, like I've seen them once, or we rented them from the grocery store with the summer they came out or whatever. And it's like none of those movies were ones I like John Candy a lot, but I just never went and rewatched it over and over and over again. But yeah, I've seen Uncle Buck, but I don't remember much about it at all.
Right.
Yeah, most of those were on heavy rotation at my house, especially The Great Outdoors. He did a movie that was called Only the Lonely with Maureen O'Hara. I used to watch all the time. And, Stripes, of course, and Uncle Buck. And, there was a heavy rotation of those movies. I've seen, oh, God, what was that terrible movie he did with Dan Aykroyd? Chevy Chase.
Spies Like Us?
No.
Or Nothing But Trouble?
Nothing But Trouble.
Now that one I saw multiple times.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that movie's so weird. Digital Underground.
Demi Moore and shit.
Yeah. So, anyways. Huh. Uncle
All right.
Buck.
It's your number 6, Cliff.
Going
Came strong with 7.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's turn it
good.
way back. Way back.
Okay.
I've never seen Gone with the Wind.
I knew that's what you were going to say. I was like, when you said way back, I was like, I bet he says Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
Oh.
The closest thing I've seen to that is the Carol Burnett sketch.
Yeah. I saw it in the window and I just had to have it.
Yep.
One of the best jokes ever. That still has the curtain rod.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm sure I never saw the whole thing.
Oh wow.
I would have seen it as a child, but I didn't see the whole thing. I'm sure I couldn't sit through it. It was long. I remember it being really long.
I can remember it coming on like TBS and in the middle of the day, and always being like, "Oh my God, they're showing this movie again." I remember the burning. I think it was a burning map or something during credits, or
That's Ponderosa.
Yeah, Bonanza.
Yeah, Bonanza or whatever.
Yeah, but never saw it. Always thought that's a movie I feel like I should.
I don't know. I'm not convinced I should revisit it.
Well, I know my mom was a fan, and she had the VHS with like it took multiple tapes to go, the real thick VHS tapes.
Yeah.
I know I'd seen it at home, and then like junior high art class, they showed it to us in class as like film as art, and it took 4 weeks of class time to get through the whole movie. Oh my gosh. And we talked about it was the first time I ever talked about film in a classroom before, and we talked about the settings and how they use the color, and it was like, wow, this was actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a classic. It is also very dated. It is very much the glorious lost cause of the South in the Civil War. It has whitewashed our history probably more than textbooks or anything else. That is the view people have of the Civil War, and it ain't that accurate. So it is definitely a piece of art, but as history, it's done more harm than good, I think.
Right. All right, number 6, Jordan.
I'm gonna go with kind of a cult classic. I don't know how many people have seen this, but I feel like it's one of those ones I get quoted or people talk about. It's something people reference all the time, and I'm just like, yeah. I have never seen the movie Clue.
Oh.
With the multiple endings.
1985, based on the board game. Tim Curry and Madeline Kahn, Christopher Lloyd. I know a lot about it, but I've just never seen it.
I know I've seen it. I couldn't tell you a quote, but I remember it having different endings. And I know I've got it on my 4K list to buy whenever the price is right. Mm-hmm. I want to watch it again, but people love it. It's like there is this crowd that just loves it. They just laugh through the whole thing, and I'm like,
I don't know that it's a mainstream favorite, but it is a very intensely loved movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that several times back in the day, and I think as a kid, I thought it was cool because we had the board game. And that was an unusual thing to have a movie based off of a game like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're up to our top 5 game here. My number 5 is going to be... I'm sure this is a Disney movie. I don't know. But I've never seen The Rocketeer.
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
Should I? Do I care?
Do you care?
I hear about it.
I don't know if you would care.
Right.
I'm
Same.
assuming it. I haven't seen it since back in the day, but I'm assuming it's probably aged pretty well since it is a period piece. It's like
Yeah.
it's still. I'm sure it looks because I remember the look, that Art Deco look of everything. You know, that retro future kind of style. Like I'm sure that's still looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks intriguing, but it doesn't look like
It was a movie that, yeah, it was a Disney movie, and they had some props.
this is the guy. The director is the guy that I think he did the first Avenger, didn't he? Joe Johnston, isn't that the same guy?
Yeah, I
could
believe
be.
so.
So it's like, oh, they got him because of the period thing, I think.
Yeah, they used to have props from that movie, and at the old MGM Studios, now Hollywood Studios, down in Florida, and used to be on the Backlot tour. And in fact, there is a frozen drink stand in studios on on the main drag right there, right on Echo Lake. That there's a curtain that usually covers it up, but if you, and I have done this, if you peel that curtain back a little bit, there's the Rocketeer's helmet and jetpack. And if you pay attention, the stand actually says Peavy's on it from, the movie. So yeah, there's still a little bit of Rocketeer in the parks.
Cliff always pulled back the curtain.
That's
I just remember my uncle was in town and he took us to see that, and he called it the Racketeer, and I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. So I still think of that movie as the Racketeer.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Number 5.
Number 5. I had a twofer earlier.
Yeah. Do it.
This is a threefer.
Threefer. I like it.
The Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh my gosh. You haven't seen them at all.
We went to the theater when the first movie came out because it was apparently, it was a big deal.
Fellowship. Yeah.
And I fell asleep probably 30 minutes into it.
Okay.
And I couldn't tell you one thing about that movie.
Yeah.
And that
counts as not seeing it if you're asleep. Yeah.
That was it for me in those movies.
Yeah.
Like, I just like,
well, that's the best one. So if you didn't like that one, you're not gonna like it. I'm not one of those diehards of it. I read the books like most people in middle school. I'm not you, but
no.
Most young people of my era read The Lord of the Rings in middle school, and I hear it all the time, and I enjoyed them a lot, and those movies came out. I really loved the first one. I remember getting the DVD of it, and the other two, I just felt like were too long. They're fine. Now everybody, it's like people have traditions of watching the extended versions of all three every Thanksgiving. That's what they do.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I like the movies fine. I wouldn't suffer. I would find things to enjoy, but I wouldn't want to do it every year. And they're long enough as it is. But the first one's really good, and it ends really well. It's exciting and has some. I definitely think the first one is the highlight.
I had this conversation with friend of show Russ, my buddy Russ, not that long ago, and I said something about like, oh, I haven't seen him or whatever, and like he was shocked.
Yeah,
he's like, well, you read the books, and I was like, no. Well, you had to read them in school. I was like, no.
Oh,
have to
we
read
didn't
those
have to
books.
read them, but I did.
Yeah, I was like, nope, not a. Somehow missed me.
Well, shoot, I'm gonna have to call an audible for my next pick because that was my number one on this list. I thought
Oh
it would shock
no!
people. Is the third one in the series, Return of the King? Because I saw the first two and I just never. And again, I didn't mean to not see it. It wasn't like I'm not watching that. I just never got to it.
Weren't compelled to.
Yeah, so I saw the first two when they came out on DVD. I've seen them each once, and like Seth was saying, this is like at least yearly thing for so many people. Like they rewatch these over and over again. But I saw the first two once, never got to the third one. I own them all on DVD. When I closed the video store, I thought, oh, I'm definitely going to want to watch these again someday. And that was one of the bundles of DVDs that I kept from the rental store. So I have the DVDs in my closet, and I've still never seen it.
I have the 3-pack 4K thing in my Amazon list, and it goes every time it goes on sale. I'm like, not cheap enough. It's like I do want it, and I would put it in and watch it again someday, you know. But you know, I would enjoy it every 10 years or something, but that's about it.
Yeah, these are some people. This is like their Star Wars or their
and
whatever.
It deserves that. It is. They are well made movies. Like they are good, and I think I really would like to watch them in 4K and here on my new TV, and like I would probably really get a lot out of them again. But yeah, I don't know.
I met the star. I met John Rhys Davies.
Yeah.
And like standing in line waiting for him, I was like, "Is that guy got a Bible with him?" I was like, "Oh no, it's like a gilded hardcover Lord of the Rings." There were multiple people getting their books signed, so I'm sure like this is like the scripture to them. So I'm just the high fantasy stuff just doesn't appeal as much. Again, I don't have anything against it.
Yeah, you're not. He's not.
I just see Jordan in that line turning around to the like, you dorks, don't you know he was in Indiana Jones?
Yeah. You guys aren't either one fantasy people, but I Jordan famously, he didn't care about Game of Thrones or anything so I always have to remember that if I try to mention something. All right. Those are good ones. Yeah, I got let's see, my number 4 is a classic that I assume most people have seen, and I just have never watched it yet. I've got the 4K on my list. I'm gonna buy it and watch it someday. I know how it ends. Casablanca. Never seen Casablanca. You know, I always think it's supposed to be one of the best movies ever. I'm not convinced, but I bet it's good, and I will enjoy it whenever I get around to see it, but I have never seen it.
Yeah, I had it on my list at one point early on. That is a movie I have not seen.
I have not seen The Maltese Falcon either, but I own it. I bought it. I want to watch it. And I do. I want to watch this, but it's just, you know, you just push it back.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies to watch. I've seen a lot of movies this year.
And much like They Live, it could be one of those things, like, you know so much about it, you've heard so many references, like you'll never get out of it.
Everybody's
what
done
other
it.
People got out of it, yeah.
Right.
So.
And I know that going into it, like, you know, to be, it's like showing a kid Star Wars nowadays. Like, they've seen it done. Cliff, you're number 4.
Number 4, I have Silence of the Lambs.
Well, I'm not surprised, but that's a pretty big movie to have never seen.
Yeah.
And it's at times been quoted so heavily.
Yeah.
You know, and like
I feel like it's, you know, it's a pop culture thing. But
ate his liver with Chianti and some fava beans.
All the lines and the characters and everybody.
Buffalo Bill references. Put the lotion in the basket.
Right, all that
stuff. Like, man, you've never seen it.
But
it's a good movie.
Just never had a desire to see it.
It's not that. I mean, it's a well-made movie. It won Best Picture, I believe, and I didn't.
There's a bunch of sequels, right?
Or was it? Yeah.
I feel like it did. Yeah,
a couple of them. But it's good. It's a good movie. I've seen it many times. I know Jordan was never a big fan of it.
Yeah, that's one I feel like I'm swimming against the stream on that. Like I saw it probably pretty soon after it came out and was just like, I'm not into this. And then it's years and years of people again quoting it and listing it on the top of their top 10 lists, and like people love it. I'm like, what did I miss? So eventually I went back. Okay, I gave it another chance. I'm gonna rewatch this, and still was just like, yeah, I get it. It's quality, but it just
I think
wasn't for me.
I do think that now it doesn't hold up as much just because so many movies have been made again, like mimicking it, and the twist, like it has like a trick at the end of how what's happening. They try to trick the audience, and that's been done a lot now. So but in its time, I think it was pretty great.
My list, my list is all jumbled up here. I need to reorder. I'll throw out another cult classic again. Probably not a huge blockbuster, but in my circle, this is a movie I feel like everyone has seen. It's 1999's Galaxy Quest.
Oh my gosh, I have it on 4K over here.
Yeah. So this was the Star Trek type show.
Tim
The
Allen.
actors get drafted into it. It's a sci-fi
Alan
adventure
Rickman.
in real life.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's one I'm sure when it came out, I thought it looked funny. I probably wanted to see it, but it's just one I missed.
Oh, it has
and
some
kept
heart.
missing.
It has some heart too. Like I think you would get something out of it. It's not one of my favorites, but I remember a really like heartening moment, and that's kind of what I always think fondly back to it. It's because it has some layers to it for what it is. They make it a little deeper than it looks.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would more than most people pick up on that stuff watching it. All right, top 3. Well, I didn't see the Ninja Turtles, which Jordan says is one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. This also is spoken in the same breath sometimes. I have never seen any of the Blade movies.
Interesting.
The only Blade I saw was in Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Yeah. Huh.
Only Blade there's ever gonna be.
Yeah, that's the one that really started the whole thing, I think.
That might be the biggest of its time, of its place movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As far as starving for comic book movies, like we're not anymore. So
Right.
Yeah.
I still think it's good. I still think they're very good. The third one's a hot mess, but the first two, very, very good.
That's the third one has Rhino Reynolds in it.
Oh yeah, I know all about
And
it.
that's, Michael
I've seen clips of it, but
Michael spent a decade trying to duplicate that look, I think.
yeah, I never saw him. Never saw him. Once I didn't see the first one, I wasn't compelled to see the second or the third. I'm not gonna
Hey.
know what's going on.
At least you didn't go to the theater and fall asleep.
Yeah, that's true.
My third pick here. Again, this is another one that I've seen a bunch of scenes from the movie, clips from the movie. But for whatever Disney loving heart, out of rebellion, I suppose, I never saw Space Jam. Neither the Michael Jordan nor the LeBron James
Yeah.
version.
Oh, I don't know that I ever watched the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean,
That-
I got the gist of it, I guess. Michael Jordan, everybody loves him but me. And Bugs Bunny, and they play basketball
Yeah.
against some monsters.
Yep. Monstars or
The
something.
Monstars.
Yeah, I don't know. I know people like it.
It's it was very 90s. Like, yeah, what's hotter than Michael Jordan in the NBA in the 90s? Let's throw some hip hop music in and some live action mixed with animation. Like it caught lightning in a bottle. I feel like.
But like, you go in the toy aisles today, and there are like Space Jam figures. It's like, okay.
There's a couple girls stopped in the store on their way to a trick or treat or something, and one of them was dressed as Lola Bunny from Space Jam. It was like, you were not born. Your parents might not have been born when that movie came out, but yes, you know who Lola Bunny is.
All right.
I'm going to go. Where am I at? I mentioned a Tim Curry movie before. This might be the Tim Curry movie, the cult classic of all cult classics. I have never, ever in my life seen
Oh my
Rocky Horror
gosh.
Picture Show.
Wow.
Janet! Dr. Scott! Janet! Brad! Rooker! Janet! Dr. Scott! Janet! Brad! Rooker! Janet! Dr. Scott! Janet! Brad! Rooker!
Huh.
Yeah, I know the songs. I know the
You literally,
characters.
one of your best friends.
Michael Furter.
I'd block that from my memory.
That's all. That's the first thing I think of when I hear that movie mentioned. Is him dressing up as Tim Curry in that movie. Wow. That should be a cover photo for this. Put that on the Ka-Pow. Put that in there, please. Please. Yeah. Yeah,
Annals of
I've
Shame.
yeah. I've seen it a couple times back in the day.
Yeah, I've seen
It wasn't bad. It's not. I mean, fun to watch with other people, I guess.
Yeah, I think I had seen it at apparently probably a fairly early age, and not understanding
Yeah.
what the hell was happening.
Yeah, I just remember like in the Time Warp song. I remember dancing around to the Time Warp song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
It's been
big.
a long time, but that's I don't know if I'm surprised, but that's definitely a big movie to have not seen.
I would like to go to one of the screenings of it on Halloween or whatever, and get the full experience of it. People
All the
throwing
stuff I hate
at the-
about going to the movies.
Yeah, all that stuff you hate. All the crowd interaction. I would like to. Just,
No, I like an excited crowd to be excited about the movie, but all the fucking trash. Man, I was at the movies the other day, and these people just threw their popcorn on the floor like they were one of those people that just thought that was their job, was to make a big fucking mess. And I'm just like, you should be banned. Ugh. All right. My number two is one of my favorite directors. Probably one of his biggest movies. Well, I would say probably his biggest or number two biggest movie. Stanley Kubrick. Love Stanley Kubrick. But when I was dating my ex, we would rent movies and we rented A Clockwork Orange and we popped it in and watched. I don't think we made it 15 minutes, and it was not a great date movie.
yeah.
And I was like, she was like, I'm kind of not loving this. And I was like, yeah, it's not thrilling me too much either. And we stopped watching it, and I never ever returned to it. I know the whole movie. I've read about it. I've heard people talk about it for years and years. I love his movies. I struggle with some of the dark stuff, when there's really something dark or like, that's why I can name off a bunch of horror movies I haven't seen because I just don't like the super dark things. But just something turned me off with in the beginning of that movie, and I was never compelled to get return to it because there's so many other movies.
Me, Droog, Seth never did Viddy the movie. My lanky bit horror show that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a movie that you want to watch in company or
Yeah.
There's college kids that have the poster on the dorm room and stuff, but it's like it's still to this day a little shocking, a little bit controversial.
Yeah, I think I saw it in high school, maybe just because I had heard about it and then watched it and was like, oh, this is...
Yeah, just not... I wasn't having a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm sure I should watch it. I'll watch it again. I mean, I'll watch it, give it another chance someday, but I'm sure it's great. All right, what's your number two, Cliff?
Number two. I have spent this podcast talking about, all these great 80s movies, and I've seen them so many times. Because there were just movies in the 80s that everybody saw, right? And everybody saw them because they were popular and knew all the famous scenes or dances or music, whatever. And somehow I've never seen Pretty in Pink.
Wow.
Yeah.
Trying to wrap my head around that.
Molly
that was
Ringwald.
the one that did kind of like, it wasn't one of the most popular ones, but it was definitely right there in that thing. I saw Breakfast Club and was and 16 Candles
16 Candles.
were huge. And then I think after that was Pretty in Pink, and it just wasn't as big. Those were monster, huge movies. And it took me a while before I got around to seeing it, but yeah, I'm surprised you never saw it. That feels like something you would have seen a billion times on HBO.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
It's a good number.
That was
two.
on my list too, Cliff. I have
Wow, no
not
Ducky.
seen Pretty in Pink.
No Ducky. No Ducky dancing. Nope. Anti-Ducky.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I see you're Pretty in Pink and raise you another 80s movie that everyone's seen because it's the most popular movie of all time. One of my favorite actors of all time. I have never, ever seen Dirty Dancing.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Nobody puts Jordan in the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know that quote. I don't get it.
Yeah, I've never heard that. I don't know what you're talking about. Man.
Patrick
Well,
Swayze,
you'll have the
Jennifer
time of your life.
Grey, Jerry Orbach. Come on.
Yeah. Is that who you were talking about? One of your favorite actors? Of all
Yep.
time? Yeah. That's a staple of that. I mean, that's... Gosh, there's a lot of females that would say that's their favorite movie ever. You hear The Notebook, Dirty Dancing, Titanic, that kind of stuff.
In grade school, I had a couple classmates, couple girls that I know for sure one of them I remember she was obsessed with Dirty Dancing, and I'm pretty sure that's how I saw it the first time, was like, hanging out with them, and they watched it all the time.
Yeah, that's an iconic movie. It's been a long time since I saw it, but
that's a good one though.
Good reveal. I like it. So that's it. We're at number one, right? All right. I guess I'm going first. I started this mess. Again,
This is the one we don't want to admit to.
I'm not drawn to dark at that. Which I am. I love 8mm. I do like dark.
I mean, come on.
I like dark and grimy. But this was when I was younger, also, and I like some things just kind of. One, I didn't have easy access to this movie. First off, when this movie came out, I don't know how I would have watched it unless I was at a friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
It'd have been my parents weren't going to let me rent this, but so I would say that had a lot to do with it. I probably would have watched it, and then I just didn't. And it wasn't like it was something people were watching all the time, but it was very much in pop culture. You know, this was a big movie, but it wasn't so big until the sequel came out. And I love the sequel. It's in my top 50. I watched the heck out of that. I've seen it a million times. But I've never seen The Terminator.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, there's a number one for you.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Now, I saw 2 before I saw 1.
Oh, okay.
So I was in a similar boat. I wasn't familiar with the original until I saw the sequel. And then I think it was probably years later before I got to it. But
Yeah.
Huh.
2 is definitely, I think, an improvement.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it was better than 1, but 1 is still a foundational sci-fi type movie.
It just I was older than you guys, but like when that came out in the 83, 84, I was like, I'm still not in high school yet, and it wasn't something my parents were going to be. 84 would be my guess, but I'm just like, so it wasn't right there for me. I don't remember my friends watching it because we, and then it just slipped by, and then it wasn't like talked about a bunch. Like, there were so many movies all the time. We were constant movies through the 80s that just endlessly fed to us, and then by the time T2 came out, okay, then it was back into pop culture big time, and that movie was amazing. And all I heard was it was better than the first one. So why did I need to watch the first one? It's like I just never have, and I've always intended to. And again, it's on my list of 4Ks to buy. I'll watch it sometime. It's on my watch list and Letterboxd, and but I've never seen The Terminator.
Well, that is definitely in my. This might be some other list we could do someday of like missed opportunities, or I don't know, something like. I would love to be able to go back and watch Terminator 2, not knowing that he's a good guy.
Yeah,
I feel like the marketing even showed him protecting John. Like if you had watched the first Terminator,
yeah, and
then
not
Arnold
seen any
mowing
marketing
through people. That twist in Terminator 2 where he protects the kid from the cop, like that, I would kill to be able to experience that.
I agree.
Fresh without a spoiler. Like, what a moment that had to be for the people back there just watching in the theater.
Yeah, I agree. I bet that was awesome, and it still works. It still works, and is a 5-star movie. Like it's just like, but. Yeah, on top, it has that level of, like, it could be, like, transcendent experience, those kind of things, those non-spoilery things.
I don't know if I would go that far as someone who had seen Terminator as a kid and then went to the theater and watched T2. I don't know if I would say it's transcending, but...
I'm saying that moment. Had you seen marketing? Were you expecting him to be good or bad, or like?
At this point, I don't know.
That's what he's saying. Is like if he was fully on board that this is a bad guy when he shows up.
no idea.
It's probably a cool moment.
Yeah, that was a big movie. Yeah, I remember my parents renting it for the first time. It's weird that I remember that, but I can tell you, we rented it from Shattuck's.
That's where we rented our movie, Shattuck's.
From Shattuck's on Montgomery Street, because we lived on Montgomery Street a few blocks away at that time, and I remember my parents renting that, and I believe I rented or they rented for me the Never Ending Story on that trip.
Never seen it.
So
Code number one.
Code number one. Never seen the Never Ending Story.
really,
Really.
oh my gosh, that is some trauma right there.
I know about it.
Yeah.
Never saw it. Sounded long.
Yeah, I can't tell you when or where I saw the first Terminator, but I definitely remember my first viewing of Terminator 2. Justin had rented it on like a Friday night with some friends over, and I wasn't allowed to hang out with them, of course. So like the Saturday morning, I got up and I don't know if I begged and I really wanted to see it because I had heard so much about it. But he needed to take it back. He had to return it. I'm like, please just let me watch it before you take it back. So he put it in and he just kept fast forwarding. And there's a motorcycle chase, and like he would fast forward stuff. So I watched it in like half an hour.
Yeah.
And then like he goes to the cryogenic and like he gets frozen. He freezes the T-1000 and like, you know, smashes him in that warehouse. Like, and then he killed him and he stopped the movie there. Like I never saw the end of the movie. He told me that was the end.
Wow.
So not an ideal way for my first viewing, but I definitely
Spoilers.
Mm.
I remember seeing T2 in the theater. That was awesome. All right, Cliff, what's your number one?
I don't want to say it.
We've all been very gentle tonight. It's an understanding place.
know.
Yeah, there's nothing though. We haven't shamed anybody.
No, not. So, again, a movie that, you know.
You don't want the world to know.
Right. I don't. I don't think I wanted myself to know because until I was doing this list, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen that. And then I was like, because I did, you know, I would look through a few lists of like to try and spark some ideas here. What haven't I seen? And of course, this movie was on, you know, every movie list, and I was like, I have no idea what the actual plot of this movie is.
Right? It's something to do with French fried potatoes.
It could be. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is the mother of all summer blockbuster movies. It's Jaws.
Oh my, Jaws. Okay.
You don't know what Jaws is about. That's what I was questioning.
Is that? It's not about.
You're on the backlot tour at
Billy
Universal
Bob.
Studios, and at one point he jumps out of the water at you. That's
Yeah.
That's the movie.
that's it.
Yep. You got it.
So yeah,
That's somewhat surprising. A Spielberg movie, a big.
Right. That's the original blockbuster.
it is. Yeah,
That's what Star Wars wouldn't have been what Star Wars was if it wasn't for Jaws.
Yep.
You know, it created the blockbuster, so you could show a movie, you know, a million times and you know, just bombard people with it, and people would go flood the theaters for it, and
Right.
you know, it's like all because of Jaws. Yeah, it took me many years to see it. I was late on Jaws, so I know where you're coming from. It's before our time.
Yeah,
It's not-
right.
you know,
Right
so
before our
it
time.
wasn't a kids movie. It was a horror movie to, you know, when I was a kid, that's what I thought of Jaws. I'm like, I know it's a shark movie and I'm not allowed to see it because, you know, I'm too young. And then later on, you know, you just missed the boat on it. But
Yeah.
I watched it, you know.
You need a bigger boat.
Yeah, I watched it eventually in the 90s at some point. And yeah, it's really good. It's a good movie.
And I think it probably holds up. Again, it's a 70s movie. It's a little slower than your typical The Meg or whatever that comes out with today. But, like, you know, the effects were used very sparingly. You didn't see a lot of the janky mechanical shark, but, like, just the mood and the atmosphere and the music. Like,
The music.
I think it probably, even as a first-time watch, would probably still stand up today.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, Jordan,
Dang, you
you
guys
stole
had
your
great,
number one. You had to use this is probably your number two.
Yeah, you guys had great answers for number one. I had Lord of the Rings, but I don't know if that would have been as shocking. But I had this as number one before I switched to Lord of the Rings, so I guess it'll be my default number one. Again, this is a movie I feel like everyone on the planet has seen. If I gave you guys a couple guesses as to who my favorite actor was, you'd probably get it within a couple. And this is his defining signature movie.
What is Garrett Dillahunt's biggest?
No, I am a big Kevin Bacon fan, yet have never seen Footloose.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy! Wow, that's as big as ours, Jordan.
Okay.
That's big.
That's as big as Kevin Bacon could ever get.
Yeah, like
yeah.
That's a good number one. Jeez.
Okay.
For to me, because we know your favorite movies, Tremors.
You're right.
You know that this, so that makes that a big deal. That you've never seen Footloose. Jeez.
And I had a board game, that 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, where it had cards where you had to match. So like
you're like, I don't want to play.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to know.
But no, in my life, like I sought out Kevin Bacon movies. I wanted to see all his movies, but for some reason, the one
that wasn't on your scratch off poster.
No.
My gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it. I would say it's not like I think it's some great movie, but it's like was so big and iconic,
so popular.
It's such an iconic movie, like really, really big movie for its time. Wow. Shame. Shame. It took me this whole time, but shame. Ringing my bell. You wouldn't know that. That's from a fantasy show.
He didn't see us.
Doesn't it feel good to get that off your chest?
Oh, I got some. What do you call them?
Runners up.
Huh?
Honorable mention.
Yeah, honorable mentions. I got several honorable mentions actually. I've never seen. I mean, whatever. Sure, there's plenty we all haven't seen, but I've never seen Midnight Cowboy. Never seen any of those old Captain America movies. I just bought them, the ones with Rex or whatever his name is, Reb Brown. His name's Reb Brown, and then the 1990 movie.
Yeah,
I've never seen.
You never seen the 90 movie?
No, and they've got the director like did a different cut of it. That's they have that disc out there too. That's like some what he originally wanted to do, and like everybody says it makes it actually good. I don't know about that, but I've never seen any of those.
Huh?
I've never seen Rashomon. I've never seen the big. Gosh, why can't I think of his name?
Lebowski.
No, the Godfather. Who is he? What's his name?
Brando?
Yeah, I've never seen A Streetcar Named Desire or On the Waterfront.
Oh.
I've never seen Doctor Strangelove. I've never seen Malcolm X. Last Temptation of Christ. I never saw Cloverfield. That was like very of its time, but I never saw it. I never saw Slacker. I hear influence Kevin Smith, and it's just people talk about it. I never saw it. Never. I don't remember if I said Lawrence of Arabia. I never saw that. And,
yeah, I thought of that one too because I've never seen that one.
Like I've never seen Blue Velvet. And I've never seen Escape from New York.
Okay. Sure.
That almost made the top 10. I thought that might be surprising.
Yeah.
But I know Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken.
I've never seen. Well, I didn't bother with L.A. if I've never seen New York.
Well, I thought it was a Terminator 2 situation.
No, I haven't seen either one. I know Snake Plissken. But I've never seen it.
See, you got so much to live for.
What was
still
I?
So many good movies still.
Is something going on that you feel like you have to convince me to find a reason to live?
You gotta hang in there.
I'm trying to hang in there.
Wow. Yeah, I have a few. that I jotted down. This is a movie that I think we owned the DVD for maybe 10 or 12 years.
Yeah.
It was still sealed.
Yeah.
That
Probably in your little cubby thing that you put away.
No,
Physical media.
I think I threw it away eventually.
Oh,
I
okay.
hate to admit that because I know who bought it for us, and it was a Christmas.
This is the time. Get it out tonight.
It's Saw.
Saw. Okay.
Saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's. It was such a huge thing, and
Yeah.
I waited. I didn't watch it right when it came out and was huge, but I did see it probably a year later or so. That was pretty good. But
Yeah, super
I get
mainstream, popular for as gnarly as it is, but I don't know that I'd wrap it up and give it to the Barnes family.
Right. I remember us getting it, and like Alicia and I.
Oh, you got it as a present. Oh,
we
that's
did,
weird.
and I remember we looked at each other like, "What the hell?" Like,
Here, I saw this and thought of you.
right. Disney movie, Black Hole. Never seen Black Hole.
Oh, wow. I saw Black Hole at the drive-in, double feature. We saw Sleeping Beauty and The Black Hole.
Out of the vault.
And it went in my uncle's Jeep, and the kids were all outside on the chairs and stuff on the truck watching Sleeping Beauty, and then the kids all got in the vehicle and the parents all got out for the Black Hole.
Black Hole.
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep. It was kind of a little bit adult Disney.
Yeah. Kind of notorious for being a disappointment.
Yeah.
But it had its own toy line and stuff, so
Yeah.
I remember I had a puzzle, a black hole
yeah.
puzzle in the 80s, and I was like, it looked so cool because it looked like Star Wars, the robots, and just never saw it. Purple Rain, never saw it.
I've never seen Purple Rain either.
Me neither.
Another
the first one we've not seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another 80s Brat Pack movie, St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
saw.
It's decent. I watched that, and girl I was dating at the time watched it on her basement floor. We sat down and watched it. Tried to watch St. Elmo's Fire.
Okay.
I remember where I was when I was on with
Yeah, I think. Flashdance. Never saw it.
Yeah, I think I saw it.
And An American Werewolf in London.
I've never seen it. It's too. The images I've seen just too scary for me. Like it probably isn't, but like the effects of that, the transformation is like that is scary to me. Like
that's probably why I didn't see it as a kid.
Not pleasant.
Yeah,
I don't get a pleasant reaction seeing that. I was like, no, I'm sure it's good, but
yeah,
I'm a scaredy cat.
That's what I came up with.
That's a lot. All the good, interesting things.
My list would have been half of these movies from this poster from a couple years ago. I had never seen Lawrence of Arabia, It's a Wonderful Life, The Sound of Music.
Oh, yeah. You did watch it, though?
Yeah, I've seen all these now. And I had never seen Citizen Kane. I don't know if have you guys ever seen?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Okay.
Only the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had, to that point, I had never seen Titanic. And that was on purpose. Like, I had some chip on my shoulder as a teenager, like, stupid Titanic movie, like, making all this money. That it sucks. I had a whole, angry reaction to that for whatever reason.
He's got it out for Titanic.
Yeah. He's Team Iceberg. Team Iceberg.
Yeah, I have now seen all those movies, so thanks to the poster. But the other ones I came up with, I had two I know I've seen, but I have no memory of. One being Grease. I had to have seen that, but I can't remember the circumstances. And the other, it might be a little shocking, especially to Cliff, Vacation, the original Vacation movie.
That's not shocking.
Like,
that's a tragedy right there.
You've never seen it?
I think I have, but I was so young or so, like, I don't remember. I know every plot point to
Yeah.
it. But I couldn't put it on the list in good faith because I probably have seen it, but I just don't.
I was just talking about that at work the other night because there's Chevy Chase on the wall, and they've got a little family truckster there with a Christmas tree on it, or what, and I was trying to see if anybody could come up with the name of the car. It's like, it's the Wagon Queen family truckster.
Yeah.
You think you hate it now? Where do you drive it?
Metallic P is the color.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen European Vacation?
I think I saw that in theaters.
Okay.
Ugh,
Like,
that's the worst one.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, who knows?
I've seen Vegas Vacation probably 15, 20 times.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Vegas Vacation.
Oh, that's why he didn't know what we were talking about when we said Papa Giorgio.
Yeah. He didn't speak up.
He didn't laugh when we were talking about Nick Papa Giorgio.
And I added this was the top grossing movie of all time for a while there, Passion of the Christ. I never did get around to seeing.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I never saw that.
Never saw it.
I've never seen. Here's some franchises. I got 3 franchises. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie.
Wow.
And I've never seen an Avatar movie.
Well,
Those are
congratulations.
Big blockbuster franchises.
We saw a preview for the new Avatar.
The fire one.
Nick and I were talking about it. It's just like, it is such a conundrum to me because, like I was telling Nick the other day, when I saw the second one in theaters here in Marietta, when we had a theater, it was just like the most beautiful movie I've ever seen. Just like
the visuals.
It was 3D, but it was still colorful. And I'd never seen a 3D movie. I remember seeing Up in 3D, but it was like that crappy 3D anyway.
Yeah.
But it made it, when I saw Up, it was in 3D and it was like dark and not colorful. But watching that second movie, Fire and Ash, or whatever it is, Waywater, I think it maybe.
Yeah, Waywater.
Watched it, and it was just the 3D, gorgeous colors, crisp. It's just the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen of something I do not care anything about. And I can only think of what a waste of this guy's career, that he has the capability to make the most beautiful thing on screen and no one cares about it. Like, it's no one, I can't be interested in any of it. It's the most boring story you've ever seen in your life. And the first one and the second one are the same movie to me. And the third one preview looks like the same movie. And I hate everybody in it. All of it looks boring and like the most basic story. And I'm sure it will look beautiful, but I don't necessarily see me going to see it because it can't look as good as that second one did. Like the previews don't look colorful or anything on the screens down there, and I'm just like, there's no way it's gonna look
what
that
movies
great.
has he not made in the decades he spent?
Exactly. There's so much he could have done. And he's so stubborn about using his own IP. And it's just like, I fucking hate Avatar. Like, I hate those stories. And I was like, I think people are crazy. I don't get it.
I've really come to like the Pandora land at Disney's Animal Kingdom, but I could care less about the movies. But again, there is a ride or an attraction where it is absolutely amazing. It's a 3D, Soarin', like screen thing, but you're riding the Banshee thing, and it's amazing.
Put your ponytail in there.
Put ponytail up. But I could care less about those movies, but I love walking around that area and like going to that there's a restaurant there that we love, and we were just telling somebody about it the other day. But the movie, I'm like, whatever.
It is a real head scratcher. to like think something that looks so good, and then but it's of something you don't want to look at. We did it. We got
I
it
think
all
that's
out.
it. Yeah.
There you have it, folks. We have opened up to you secrets. Long held dark secrets.
We're getting ready to pour concrete over it. So
We hope you appreciated that little glimpse into our blind spots in cinema.
that
And
was the
now-
term I was trying to think of.
Now you have our annals of shame. The light has been shown on our annals. So that's it. That's all we can do for now.
We'll refer to that as your blind spot.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks for listening. Thanks
Our
for hanging out.
we're clean. We could say we bleached our annals.
They're wide open to scrutiny.
Oh.
Thanks, everybody. We'll be back with more soon. My name is Jordan Lowe.
Cliff Barnes.
Set goodbye forever.
Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast, is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. Sounds, music, and clips played during the podcast are property of copyright holders. All original content is property of Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave a comment. KPP can be found on Apple Podcasts, Podbean, YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever podcasts can be found. You can connect with us through social media on Facebook, YouTube, or email Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast @gmail.com. Join our Patreon page to help support the show at patreon.com/udownwithkpp for special content and early access to episodes. We are grateful to anyone who chooses to contribute. Most of our content will remain free, so please click the thumbs up, like, share, and ask your friends. You Down with KPP?